Good morning. Well, today is day 15 and I'm up and ready to go. I think it's about 6:30. So yeah, I'm going to try to get a bunch of miles in before it starts raining. According to the weather, it says it was going to start raining at about 11 o'clock. So yeah, I got to try to make some miles because otherwise I'm not going to get very far if I stop for all this rain. But anyway, let's get this day started. All right, we are going across this Twin Lakes Reservoir Dam. So we're at the end of the lake. And then we're almost to be back into the pine trees. It's a really nice morning. It's sunny. It's about 50 degrees. There's a little bit of a breeze, but it's not bad. That's pretty good. Well, with the coat on. That'll change in a bit. It'll get warmed up. All right, so we are over the dam and we're on the trail. Got mosquitoes. So we will finish segment 11 today, this afternoon, and then we're going to go a little into segment 12 before we camp. We're on the other side of the lake. We've walked all the way around. We were across. All right, well, we've started climbing again. So we're going to be doing this for a bit. Just climbing up. Okay, we finished that climb. Now we're getting ready to cross a little dirt road. All right, well, we're back on trail. I just stopped and had a water break, had a snack. So we have about 6 miles to the end of the segment 11. So I'll go maybe a half a mile or so into segment 12 because I was looking at the data book, and that'll be a good place to stop because that'll set me up for tomorrow morning to start out doing some climbing. So yeah, 6 miles and we'll stop and find a camp. It's very humid through here. It's like the air, it's like very thick feeling when you breathe. Probably from all that rain yesterday. And it's just so lush. All right, now we're walking down this beautiful little dirt road. See people camping in there. Sometimes these trails are tricky when you're crossing over roads, because I ended up right over there, just right there, and there was a biker came back by and said that's not the trail, and we came back around and found it right there with a little pole. It was, you couldn't even see it behind the tree. So sometimes you can get yourself off trail if you don't watch. That's why I'm always just paranoid I'll look at my phone if I haven't seen a Colorado trail marker for a bit, just make sure I'm where I'm supposed to be. But I am where I'm supposed to be, and here's where we're going. Well, it's raining, so I've been walking in that for just a bit. And then I'm just underneath the tree a little bit. Gonna just take a quick little break. It doesn't look like it's gonna last long, so we'll just hang out here. We've got maybe 2 miles to go till we get to start looking for a camp. So that's good. Okay, it quit raining. It looked like it wasn't gonna last long. Then we had a good little climb. So now we're gonna be dropping back down, thank goodness. All right. Some days that climbing is just about all I can do. Smells good up here. Wow, look at this view. right, we're at the end of segment 11, and of course it started raining again as I was coming down, so we are going to go just a little ways into segment 12, find water and a camp place. All right, that's where we came all the way down that. You kind of see the trail all along there. All right, we're gonna walk into here. I can hear water. So we are going to start looking for a place to camp. Well, I had my first nap on the Colorado Trail. I got here, it had stopped raining for a little bit. I got my tent put up, got everything thrown inside, and it started raining again and thundering. There was no lightning, but yeah. So I ate a snack, laid here, and got so darn sleepy that I fell asleep. So I've had my first nap on the trail. But, okay. Well, we went today about 13.7 miles. So we got to where I wanted to. That way in the morning, I'm going to leave out early. I'm going to try to leave a little bit earlier. Well, this morning I think I left at 6, something like that. But I definitely want to leave by that time so I can, you know, get some good miles in before we get another afternoon storm. That way maybe I can just get to my campsite early enough, put up the tent, and yeah, that's that. Have another nap. No, I can't just nap my way away. But anyway, it was really nice. I enjoyed it. I love to nap. People who know me know I love napping. I love to sleep. But, all right, well, I'm going to go get some water. I'm by this river here, and then I'm going to make some dinner, and I'll talk to you later. That's the view out my tent door right by the river. It's nice. Hello everyone. Well, my dinner's over. I've got everything cleaned up. I got my food bag put away, and I think it's a little after 8. So I'm gonna listen to a book, but I just wanted to hop on and talk about my day. So it was a good day. I would say my challenge today was, I don't know if I strained my knee when I was running from the lightning or just going downhill. I don't know, but my left leg was kind of hurting today. I don't know what was going on with that. But so that was kind of challenging and made it hard for me to walk. And what I'm thankful for is, let me get it, my new little bee-free water filter bag. I had ordered this and got it whenever I stayed in Twin Lakes, and I love it. Now, I love my Sawyer filter that I would filter my water with. I've always had really good luck with that. But this little bee-free, this is so handy to have. I just kept it in my side pocket of my backpack, and when I came across water, I would just scoop up some water, and you could either drink from that bag because there's a filter already in it. You can kind of see the filter. Or I could squeeze it into my bottles. It just made it a lot faster. So I love that. I am thankful for that. My blessing today was when I first got started, I only had to walk a little ways, and then the trail separates to where if you want to go on the collegiate, on the east or the west. Well, my original plan was to go on the east, and I debated on whether to go on the west, but then I thought, no, I'm going to stay with my original plan because that's where all of my resupply boxes are going, is to the east. That's where my family, I left, you know, my little itinerary of kind of, you know, mapped out where I would be, and that was on the east. So I just stuck with my original plan. Well, anyway, I don't know how I missed it, because it was obvious, there's a sign, but I was walking on the west, and I walked about a quarter of a mile on the west trail. And then all of a sudden I saw this guy who come back and he said, "Are you walking on the west trail?" I was like, "No, I'm going on the east." He goes, "Well, you're on the west." And I'm like, "What?" So I got out my map and looked, and sure enough, so we backtracked. You know, it was just a blessing that that man came along, that he had got off on the wrong trail too. So we both got back there and said, I don't know how we missed it, because the pole's right there. It was obvious. I was probably looking the other way, looking down at the lake, but I feel very blessed that that man came along. Or I think I would have walked probably a mile. I think he said that he ended up walking about a mile, almost a mile, or half a mile, and then he saw the sign that said Collegiate West. So that's a blessing, because nobody wants to walk extra miles, or I don't. But anyway, so it was a good day. Like I said earlier, I had my first trail nap. It was lovely. So I'm going to get ready for bed, and I'm going to be up in the morning. And I figured my mileage to get to, because my next stop will be, I'll go into Salida. I'll get a shuttle into Salida, pick up my resupply box. So I only have to go, let's see what day. I'm going to be there on the 21st. So I only need to walk, do like 13 miles a day, which is fine. I can do that. So I got that all figured out. So, okay. Well, I hope you all have a great evening, and I'll see you in the morning.